Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our very first episode of the Star Wars D20 system, the story I've created called The Last Knights. Now, our group here has been playing the Star Wars D20 system for a while now. Um, we had uh, it was a system we kind of had to figure out on our own, but we love it. It's very easy to add and reduce modifiers. Um, it seems like there's a lot of damage by blasters and stuff. Like it's almost like fights are a little quicker with this one if they hit. Um, speaking of such, it's your normal D20 system where your 20 plus your modifiers will determine whether you hit. It still has ACs. It still has uh, Um, hit points. Hit points are a little bit different in this one. You have vitality points and you have wound points. Vitality points are kind of the way that the book describes it is it's like you're getting hit, but there's no like real damage happening to you. Almost like it's an armor thing. And then or it's ricocheting off of you or something, but it is hitting you, taking these points away. Now you have your wound points. Your wound points are actually the ones that will, when you go to zero, you will die. So, um, the uh, so having the vitality points is kind of like a shield generator type thing, but it's not. But it's kind of like once those go down, then you can go into your wound points. Now the um, it's a lot like your D&D 5e system when it comes to actions, except for the fact that if you want to fire twice, you have to have it basically takes up your entire turn, where you can't move, you can't uh, duck into cover, stuff of that nature. So, uh, but you can fire twice within one round, but it takes up your whole turn. Rest of the time, it's just normal. You can use your movement to up into table to find cover. It's very loose as far as that goes. Whenever you just want to just create the environment and let them do what they will with it, and then you just add modifiers. So you can make it easier for them to hit somebody who's out in the open while they're getting fired upon. You can say, well, there's a -3 for them to hit them because they're undercover. So um, you don't have to do half cover, full cover, like that. You can say, well, it's going to be impossible, but they're going to blast the table, and the table has a certain amount of hit points, so it could like go through it and hit them. So yeah, you can be very creative as far as the way the system works. So it's only limited to your imagination. The setting that we have here um, is going to be in that Star Wars universe. Um, there's multiple maps that you can actually download of the galactic of the galaxy maps, and we're going to be basically using those for the setting, and I will be creating new worlds, new locations as we move forward, um, depending on the circumstance. So, uh, but what we currently have right now is we have this small group of people. And let me go ahead and kind of read off exactly the scenario that's happening here. And don't worry, the Wookiee will be speaking common, basic, what they call basic, in here. So I don't know if anybody's read some of the Thrawn books. Well, there's a Wookiee that was able to speak, and so we took that. We took that and rolled with it. So uh, it was fun uh, playing that or having Michael play that character for us and try his best Wookiee out. But hopefully he'll continue that because that was very entertaining. So Okay, let me get this. So we have like a quick little session zero here that I made up. So the New Republic has been dispatching what they call knights since the Jedi Order has fallen, um, and there's no Jedi uh, really policing the area. They've adopted the name, the New Republic, to relabel knights as in the hunters, like, or the bounty hunters, or anybody who wants to be commissioned by the New Republic to go find the imps, which is high-ranking Imperial officers, um, because they are still out there, and there is a big reward for um, the capturing, preferably alive, uh, of these high-ranking Imperial officers. Um, so they have been commissioned, this group here, to by a Twi'lek on the planet of Coruscant by the name of Yah Corlin. Um, their first assignment was to go to Ord Mantell, which is basically a planet ran by the Black Sun Syndicate gang, if you will, very powerful gang. But they were first commissioned to go to an old Imperial outpost that contains certain data that needed to be located, collected, and then sent back via transmission from their ship called the TriStar. Um, and it was their first one. It was supposed to be an abandoned post, and um, but there was credible information that there was still certain uh, memory and data somehow that could be collected from there. But it is very important data. So um, they were successful, but when they got there, they noticed that it was no longer uh, used by any kind of imperial presence, but the Black Sun Syndicate actually moved in and kind of took over the base itself, and or this outpost. Luckily, um, they were able to find an old protocol droid that the memory was supposed to be wiped, but it never was. And so they were able to uh, splice into it and actually gather that information, and with a certain memory banks and knowledge of this protocol droid. So this might be something that they can actually use in the future, especially for our tech specialist, or he gathered some of those parts. By the way, Boros, you gathered some parts of the droid that y'all messed with, so it'll help you with some uh, the ones that you could actually, because it costs money, a lot of credits to create a droid. So hopefully this will help us or help you or help the team as far as cost goes. Uh, Plus, give you quite a good knowledge, memory banks of a protocol droid. So, um, but by investigative means, they hunted down some of the Black Sun members, and you all are being hunted by the Black Sun. And you found out that your ship was stolen and placed in an area that you were not aware of, or you weren't aware of until you captured a Black Sun member. And through investigative means, you were able to extract that data from the Black Sun member. And now y'all are basically in the location just a few miles outside of town within these canyons. And I wouldn't say it's like a secret base, but it's like a ravine, or almost like a cul-de-sac of a river, of a ravine that you're following. And uh, down in the canyon is where y'all have located your ship, and with it, a few Black Sun members are taking liberty and guarding it right now. Now y'all are actually on top of the canyon, not in the ravine itself, but you'll have a downward position now, looking at your ship, the TriStar, trying to devise a plan to get your ship back from these Black Sun members. So, what I have created is a light side, dark side, um, kind of a point system. It's more, it's more goes into the lines of how people interact with you. So, if you're more on the light side, then you will have little less interaction from someone of ill repute, if you will. Like you'll have a hard time if you wanted to converse with the Black Sun. You'll have a harder time um, convincing them. Basically, it'll raise the DC. But if you're a dark side, you have dark side points. It would probably allow you, some gains with those people of ill repute. So, but it's the same thing with light side. If you're met by someone who is considered to be a uh, uh, good light person, then it would be easier for you to gain influence with them. Um, and that's basically what it is. So um, I will be adding light side, dark side points to the overlay just to give everybody kind of a gauge. I just got to build it, and then it should be pretty simple as far as getting that system going. So I gotta have to tell a story here that during our play, um, I there was an incident where I just created it like that day, and then sure enough, we had shoot first, ask questions later draws, and it was like it was against uh, unarmed homeless people, basically that were being manipulated, or the Black Sun Syndicate uses them for mules, and uh, they were in a scenario where they were in a warehouse and they were about to be ambushed, but they were not armed. One actually did have a broken blaster, but that wasn't the one that Dross blasted. It was the one that was just standing on top of a crate yelling at him, and he returned. I wouldn't say even returned fire. He just shot, and I think it was like one shot, one kill. Like I just said, "Oh, by the way, you now have a dark side point." He's like, "What? What's that?" And so I was like, "Well, it's a new system I created up." But all it really does, I mean, it doesn't say you're an evil person. Just you did an evil act, and who knows? They might be able to use that in your advantage later, but you have to do something really bad. So let's bring it back. Right now, I would have to say that they're pretty much even. No light side, no dark side. Just gonna start even for this episode one using roll 20. Thank you, roll 20. Roll 20 has always been really good with letting us finding these character sheets as well for the Star Wars D20 system. So if you don't have an account, get an account. It's They got all kinds of good systems there. So I am. The situation that we're in right now is we have our knights in strategic positions, rolling very high to sneak and hide and uh, to do their surprise attack on this Black Sun Syndicate group that is guarding their ship. Um, right now we have Raporin, who is sneaking up with his baton um, to the guy by the stairwell. Once Dross in a very good hiding location, he's basically going to be the signaler, and he is going to fire upon the one of the closest. I believe I can ping here so everyone can see him right there. Gonna fire upon that Black Sun Syndicate, uh, kind of being the trigger for everyone else to do their thing. And this is going to be what we call a surprise round, similar to that of D&D. So, um, in Boris, you're just kind of waiting for him to do his thing, to do your thing. So, currently, right now, what we're going to do is go ahead and go into the fight scene. And I believe, Dross, you have fired upon the guy below. The first shot, excuse me,
Misses with an 8.
misses with an 8. The second shot,
21
nails him with a 21
for 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, so let's go ahead and take that off. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh. So, all right. You see him get nailed in the chest with. Is this your slug? Your slug?
Yes,
Slug?
a slug thrower. So it's just lead impact.
Gotcha. You can definitely tell whenever you get hit by him, there's really not a lot of armor that he's actually wearing. It's almost pretty much just cloth. It's kind of deceitful from where you're at, but you pretty much know they're not wearing any kind of special armor, so it real easily was able to hit him. And you see the slug go right through his shoulder and come out the other side. And now there's a big hole in his shoulder, so he kind of slumps down, and you kind of see his rifle get dropped to the ground by doing that. So he's hurting pretty bad.
And I say, "You're surrounded."
Do you? Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Can I bonus action and do the old Ben that scares away the sand people?
Yeah, sure, but no effect. No effect.
Okay.
So the way this works is whenever they do a multi-attack, it's their full round. They can't do anything after that. They're completely done. So now, Raporin or Boros, whoever wants to go next, y'all can.
I'll let Raporin go.
Raporin, okay. The blaster goes off. You know you're hidden. You can do your thing.
Do I see the backside of the guy that is at the top of the stairs?
Yeah, you see him. I mean, he's looking down now at where the blaster bolt hit the ground and hit his colleague. So he's definitely not focused on you. You are hidden.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and try to hit him with my baton. I'll come up there behind him and smack him.
What?
Nice.
How do you have a plus 12?
I don't know how that happened.
Natural 20s work a little different. So now that he did a critical hit, he gets to do it again. Go ahead and roll a d20 plus 6.
I brought it up there.
19 hits easily. So now, double damage.
Before you do this, are you trying to kill him?
I'm just trying to knock him out.
Okay.
From behind some rock over somewhere, you hear Dross say, "Oh, snap."
Sounded like I hit a coconut. That's like.
Now his attention's on you. So that's movement and your action.
Yep.
So that'll end your turn. Boris.
I think the idea of vitality points is like if you have vitality points, you actually haven't like taken any damage.
Right, you don't take any damage. Your wound points is actually your damage.
You've just been dodging everything, but if you get a critical hit, you just hit him no matter what, right? But I guess I will take am I close enough to make just like a 2-meter step instead of making a movement to the edge?
That's 6 meters. Yeah, that's 6 meters to there.
I just couldn't. I couldn't have like gotten in between. Could I have like been hidden like I was and been 2 meters away? If I couldn't,
you didn't hide, so we're gonna say you were 6 meters away from the edge.
Okay. I'll move up and I will fire one shot at a -9.
-9.
Go for it, buddy.
My.
4.
Oh.
Does that hit?
Man, no, but hey, you tried it. You tried hard. You tried real hard.
I like take it. I hold it awkwardly in 2 hands, and then I run back. Oh wait, can I take 2 steps? Because I only have 10 meters of movement.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Open your look like we're surrounding them.
Open your eyes when you pull the trigger.
He just kind of goes over the edge and just. That's funny. That's great.
I like do the recoil before I even shoot. I like go. Phew.
We're going to roll initiative. Call him Thug number 1.
Appropriate name.
His mother saw him and she was like, Thug number 1. Perfect
My
name.
firstborn.
My firstborn. He doesn't have a shot at anybody right now, but Raporn, he is going to be heading up stairs to you, so he's going to be up the stairs the second round, and will be able to fire upon you at that time.
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe. Just FYI,
Possibly.
you see him running up the stairs, so.
Okay.
Next guy is this guy. Oh, the one has a hole in his shoulder. You see him grab his blaster pistol from his dropped rifle, and he's able to fire one shot at you, Mr. Dross, with a -3 to hit. So,
And he says, "It's them. Blast them."
he fires one time.
That had some good reverberation and echo in there.
So it's a +2, so he has a -1 to hit you. Oh, wait, no. This is a blaster pistol.
Yeah, so he should have disadvantage.
Range is like crazy.
It's like, for me, it was -6 on top of my already -3. So,
It's okay, so we'll do that. -7. Because you fired at the same guy, though, right? So yeah, we'll do the same thing. We'll do the same thing. So -7. Ooh, jeez. 11. That's a 4.
That misses.
hey, that's what I got. I got a 4.
Misses. So you see a wild blaster bolt fly over your head, not even close to hitting you.
Luckily, they're as bad as me.
All right, so y'all are saying that he has a rifle, but he gets a +1 to hit from up close.
Point blank range, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says. It
Interesting.
says,
So he has a
well-
+3.
I feel like my fur should get in his throat or something. He should cough at this point.
I mean, if he's got like a blaster like Han Solo
he has a
storm.
rifle. You do notice they like he does have both a blaster and a rifle. So
Okay.
So if y'all win this, y'all could have some pretty sweet loot, if you know what I'm saying. Okay.
Energy sales.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we A target that's 2 meters away is considered to be at point blank range. You get a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
That's wild. Thank you, sir. Okay, so.
Yeah, thanks, Zach.
What was the? What
So
was
you got the same thing.
Zach's the best.
Yeah.
You got the same thing. Just pull out your gun.
Yeah.
What's the range that you said? How many meters?
2 meters.
Okay.
So he would have to be that close to melee. So.
Let's see. So he's gonna have 3d6 plus 3 to hit you, or not 3d6 plus 3, a d20 plus 3 to hit you.
Wow. I'm dead meat.
15, or I'm sorry, 16. Does a 16 hit your AC?
DC. To my defense. My defense is 16.
16, so it does hit.
Okay.
That's 3d6. Straight up 3d6. So that's 9 vitality points.
Wow.
I have singed your fur a little bit, sir.
Yes, you have.
You're not hurt, but you're a little singed. Smell of Wookiee fur in the morning. I believe that will end this turn. Dross, you're up. You're up. He wildly fired at you.
I'll take my first shot at this gentleman.
Okay. Winona.
Winona is out. I will roll a nat 1 with max damage.
Whoa, with a 3 in there.
Okay. Negative. Or that's a natural critical failure. We don't have any kind of rolls or like that. So I could say you hit the ship, and blow a hole in it, but
Now we can't leave the atmosphere.
I'm not gonna do that. All right, so that's one shot. What do you want to do next?
I'll take my second shot.
Second shot.
That is a 22.
Nice. With max damage. I don't know how that works.
Well, it shows green even if it's just one dice that rolls max.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 2 and an 8.
Okay, so that's not max damage.
Yes, max would be 16, 17.
Yeah.
Really.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So he falls dead to the ground with a blaster bolt in his, or a slug.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bullet.
Like a bullet. Yeah. So he is in the he has fallen to the ground.
Yeah, because slug throwers are anything from slingshots to bullets. You know, like.
But mine's a rifle.
Right. So Boros, you can come back up to the edge if you want and check out the scenario.
I'm actually. I assume I see them start to move away, like towards Ralphorn.
Yeah, you'd be able to see that.
And I'm going to.
You can see probably the guy running up the stairs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that, and then I will. Let's see. I will run. So I think I get 4 times my movement. Oh. full round.
The run action?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Run, there we go. Full round option. When you run, you can move up to 4 times your normal speed in a straight line. You lose any dexterity bonus to defense while you're running. But I don't have any dexterity.
Oh,
so.
yeah. I remember whenever we were practicing this, you were running along an edge of the ravine and people were firing at you and you kept getting hit. That was a good time. Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing.
I guess I can kind of move there, I guess.
So it's 40, right?
Yeah. So I'll move up, not right behind him, and then I'll, if I can, try to like duck behind something. But
I believe the run takes your whole movement, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's
there's nothing you can
everything.
do after that.
Yeah.
But you can get behind something. I mean, you can run and run.
Right.
That's fine. Yeah. But there's no like hiding, nothing like that.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to stay concealed. I just want to get some cover if I can.
No problem. All right. So this guy here, he is going to do the exact same thing and run towards his buddy. Stop there. Let's see here, and that will end his turn. The other guy, he is going to run up the. He's going to do the same thing, but he's where he's going. All right, Rob Oren, you're up. Oh.
All right, I'm going to go into what's called Wookiee Rage.
Please
so
do
I
tell what that is.
When necessary, the Wookiee can fly into a frenzy. In a rage, a Wookiee gains phenomenal strength, even for a Wookiee, and durability, but becomes reckless and less able to defend himself. He temporarily gains +4 strength, +2 vitality points per level, and +2 rage bonus on fortitude and will saves, but suffers -2 penalty to defense.
Okay.
And I can do it for 7 rounds because it has to do with the number of 5 plus my Constitution.
Nice. Well, make your adjustments to your vitality points, your max, I guess, and add them where you need to.
Okay, so let's see.
You get a +4 to hit. Well, that's an addition to your current modifier, which is +6. Is that right? So that's 10.
Yeah.
Well, he gets +4 strength, which would mean his strength is 24, which would mean his modifier would go up 2.
+7 or +8. So +8 to hit. Very nice.
Yeah, and then that +2 also goes to the damage. So, yeah.
Well, swing away.
Now, let's see. Let me go to.
If you crit again, you're going to crush his skull. There's no.
See if I can hit him this time.
$17 hits easily. 9.
Yep.
Gong! He is out cold because you don't want to kill him, right? You just want to.
I'm just trying to knock him unconscious.
He is unconscious.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
No, that's just what I was doing.
That's just what he's doing.
I was trying to keep it all silent, but apparently everybody's coming up the stairs, so I'm going to have to start killing some of these people.
All right.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to.
Nice.
Tell you, movement-wise, is there a way I can move to one side of the stairs to where they're coming up and they're going to be facing away from me when they get to... That's where I want to move to.
You can even, well, there's nobody in range, I guess, but you can if you attack fully, you can take a 2-meter step. But you got your full movement, so.
Yeah. So which side? Is it the other side over here? where they'll be running up away from me?
We'll say yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say he's standing right
That's-
in front of where he's laying now. He's right in front of the stairs,
Okay.
the entrance. Okay. That end your turn?
That ends my turn.
All right. You see that one guy fly up the. He's coming up. Comes up and steps up right there in front of his friend. He looks at you. Ah!
Wars make not one great.
Alrighty, so he's gonna be able to fire on you once. But he has a negative, right? To hit you? Negative, what was it?
No, you have a plus.
I have -2 on defense.
-2 on defense. Got it. Okay, so
He has a
plus-
14 defense. so-
Basically, I had a plus 1, plus 2, that's 3. You have -2 to your defense. Okay, so then I'm just gonna swing away or fire away.
Bulletproof.
Our hero.
That's an 8. Do I still
Nope.
hit you?
No.
16 is his.
Are you
Well,
sure?
with the -2 now, it's 14.
Oh, but he's
So-
got the special thing that doubles it now.
He runs up the stairs, man, and he sees his friend lying there with a cracked skull, and sees a big old Wookiee right there in a rage. He just can't handle it. He just kind of fires off into the distance, blindly firing. That will take care of his round. And this one's gone, and that one's gone too. Jeez, Dross, you're up.
Okay, this gentleman is
Okay.
as far away from me as this gentleman is.
Okay.
So I will take 2 shots at this happening fellow who is preoccupied with the Wookiee.
Okay. There's a little bit of contention with the ship, so he's going to have a little bit of cover that you're going to have to overcome.
Okay. First shot.
And what's the distance? Is it the same?
It is. Hang on. I'll show. It's 24, 4 squares, and then 4
okay.
squares.
Okay.
And
What's
it's a
the penalty?
20.
I mean, technically, if it's diagonal, does the down really count?
Yeah. It would be a -2, so it'd be a 20 attack.
20. And he has you're going through, I'll say another, yeah, you hit him. He has
Okay.
a 10. He has a 10 defense. I don't think there's any modifier I can put out there that.
And that's 16, which is not still maximum damage, but it is one off.
Well, you just see him easily. This is one shot, mind you.
Yes, sir.
You see him crumple to the ground, sliding into the dirt. He is unmoving.
I mean, that was a great shot. That was almost max damage. That was
awesome.
one away.
I blow the smoke
I can
from
hear the
fire
heartbeat.
powder off of this long rifle.
That's funny. All right. So now, yeah, he's
Rack another.
got another one.
I'm gonna take a shot at this guy who is still within the 60. I would assume the 60 meters. That would make it -4 instead of
that
-2.
works. Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
Same thing.
So,
You see him rushing, and then right through the chest, bam, he slides, and he is down on the ground, unmoving as well.
Well, I take out a cloth and start wiping Winona, cleaning the dust and the grime off of her. I want to take the time, and if it makes me late to the party, that's fine. But I want to pick up. I've shot 6 times, so I want to find 6 shells and pick them up, put them in my pocket. I can do a search.
We'll say, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a round for that next time.
Okay.
All right, Boros, you're up.
All right. So he is.
You see a guy rush up the stairs and try to fire at Ralporin, and Ralporin just kind of knocks his gun away real easily. You see him just kind of shoot up in the air.
So can I move here?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, I will take a shot at him, point blank. So it's only a -2.
Fire away.
Let's see if I can get him.
Oh my gosh.
No,
-1.
you shoot the Wookiee. What are you thinking?
I'm walking up behind him like.
Ralporin, that blaster bolt comes real close to your forehead.
Oh. I almost said, "Don't hit the Wookiee."
From across the crater, you hear, "Open your eyes when you pull the trigger."
That's awesome.
It's because he's got an eye on each side of his
hard.
head.
It's hard to. I can't like lean over it. I've got to like.
Nice.
It's like where my headphones are, so it's like.
You have to get a bone calamari mask.
I get a special set of head.
Oh, get the headset that has eyeballs.
Yeah.
All right, Boros,
My
thank you for your
depth perception
turn.
just
Always
all off.
entertaining.
And I almost dropped my blaster. I'm like,
Ralporin, you're even more enraged now. Once again,
His arms and beat him to death.
all right, what would you like to do? You got a guy in front of you.
Oh, it's my turn? Okay.
Yep.
I will go ahead and hit him with the club.
All right. Plus 8.
Animals who have eyes on the side of their head are called monocular.
good to know.
Yeah, just throwing that out there.
So like a hammerhead shark monocular kind of thing, or
Yeah. So you need them.
19 easily hits. 16 damage.
You need a monocle for your monocular.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Wait, you get
That should-
plus, you get
yeah,
plus more damage, right? Plus 2.
Oh, yeah.
that should be 13 damage. Because if you hover over it, it
It's
just says
1d6.
yeah, it should be +5 and then +2 for raging.
We're going to work on your character sheet there.
Yeah, that character
Just
sheet is
FYI,
not set up
everyone, the
right.
Roll20 character sheet, you kind of have to add the modifiers in certain places. It doesn't.
Because if you look at the last time he rolled a 4 +5. It was a 9.
Okay.
And this time he rolled the maximum damage, which is 6. So it should be
He's
plus
Should be
5.
13.
He's using a one-handed
13
baton.
damage. Okay, are
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
trying to kill or are you trying to knock out again?
I'm still just trying to knock unconscious. We can kill while they're unconscious if we have to.
So you see him run up the stairs, and he tries to fire at you, and you grab his where
Rifle.
you knock his rifle away. You see it fire off, and he tries to bring it back, and this time you just grab it, and then you get your baton and just clank and just crack him over the skull, and he just immediately goes to the ground unconscious.
And you see Boros behind him, and I drop my blaster. I'm like, it's me, I swear. I didn't mean to, I swear.
Dross walks up and he's like, "Oh yeah, we could have kept him alive, I guess."
Gentlemen, we're no longer in combat. everyone, this was our first live combat. As you can see, it goes very quickly. So we're going to come back next Tuesday.
I made myself a note for next time to remember to.
Loot the bodies, exactly. Figure that's going to be a thing. So, but thank you all for joining us for the first episode.
Thank you.
God bless you all. Spread the word that we got a Star Wars. You have a Star Wars game, and I hope you can invite people to join us and enjoy this new adventure. So thank y'all, and good night.
May the midichlorians ever be in your bloodstream.